I'm the Hammer.
I'm the Scalpel.
This is the Bite.
And this is Bouncing with Bouncers episode 3.
So, in this episode, we're going to cover basically like the end of the night routine. And also, when you're told to go at the end of the night, time for you to go.
So, with this segment, we want to focus on anytime it's time for the night to end for a said individual. And we ask them, him or her, it's time to go, and they refuse to. Just go. Plain and simple, despite everything else that's going to be said, just go. We're not trying to spoil your night. We're not trying to pick on you. We've recognized that if you stay and get any more drunker, it'll become dangerous for you, health-wise, physical safety, etc. When a bouncer or any staff member of an establishment comes and asks you to leave, is most likely because you did something.
Yep.
You may not want to admit to that said fact, but we don't need to lie about it. It's weird. So, if a waitress, bartender, or security comes and asks you, hey, you're sleeping, time to go.
Yeah, I mean, and also like there's no matter like, or depending where you're from, wherever in the world you're watching this, where we're from, it's the bar. The last call hits about 1:45, and then that should get your chance to get the most drinks. But as soon as 2 o'clock hits, no more drinks, and then we're gonna give you a little bit of time. Now people will complain that it's like 2:30, drinks gone. Mm-hmm. And you should be already on making your plan to go, whether you go to your after parties or wherever you're going to do at the end of the night, whatever. But the thing is by that time, you should have had your drinks done. There's not a question of like, hey, I just got this drink at like 1:59, so now I can sit here and drink it.
As long as I want.
Yeah, see, it's at the bar's discretion as being a business that we could tell you when to leave.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Like,
and we'll give you that leeway. But if you're gonna sit there and drink and sit there if you're gonna sit there with that one drink, you'd be like
drinking out of spite.
Yeah. I technically have.
Suddenly you became an 18th century Victorian era tea sipping motherfucker, and you're just like, you're not Hannibal Lecter. You've drunk no Chianti. There's no fava beans. You didn't eat nobody's liver. Get the fuck out of here. Yeah. Like, no, wrong, full stop, ding, ding, stop.
Well, at least here in Winnipeg, people believe that they have the right as a citizen to stay till 2:30
or 3
in the bar and finish their drink. In actuality, the MLCC, which is the governing body that regulates alcohol and establishments that serve alcohol in Manitoba, they stipulate that we, as an establishment, have the right to allow you to stay in our establishment
up to
till 2:30.
2:30.
Some places are maybe outside of the city, 3 o'clock.
But it is our discretion.
It is our discretion. So the moment you feel, or the moment a person feels that they can stay as long as they want, and they're told no, they get upset. Just realize that the glass that you're drinking out of is not yours. The table that you're sitting at is not yours. Mm-hmm. The establishment that you're at is not yours.
It's classified as private property.
Yeah, so you have no right to anything other than the actual liquid that you purchased. And if you don't finish that liquid in a good period of time, we're going to ask you to leave. Drink finished or not.
Yeah, we can take it away.
Yeah.
One of the biggest things is like, also, it's like we're gonna ruin their night. Nah, look. Whatever you got going up until 2 in the morning, it's gonna be a thing. Whether you go to an after party, you go home and jerk off, you get laid. You've already laid the groundwork.
Yeah, we know.
And we know it. We see it. All right.
Yes.
Get it, Tiger.
You're not subtle. All right. Ride that dick, girl. Do your thing. Whatever. Like,
Or, yeah, get where you fit in.
just
or,
do
or
it.
whatever
it is that you're going to do.
Yeah.
However,
Males.
when 2 o'clock hits for us,
Unity.
when 2 o'clock hits for us,
Get the fuck
bars are
up.
now closed.
Basically.
We'll give you a reasonable amount of time.
Yes.
Sometimes it's like 15 minutes, maybe 20,
Yeah.
depending on the amount of people we still have in the club. Like back at Alive, our cap was 450.
Yeah.
So
We've
if you
done
guys
quite a
remember,
lot
I
of
always
this.
used to have to yell
Yes.
because I'm just loud. So I'd yell out, make everyone laugh, and just out. But the thing is you also have to realize when we're asking you to bounce out, go about your night, do your thing. That 15 minutes, unless you're a really good talker, she's already made up her mind as to what she's going to do with you.
Yep.
She had the bathroom conversation. She
Yep.
talked to her girls.
Yep.
She ain't made up her own mind.
Yep.
You're either in or you're not.
Yep.
All right, that's not going to change the game.
And-
But for us, you have to realize we have bar staff and serving staff. If the place has VLTs, all this kind of stuff, they need to close. They can't do anything monetary related until you are out of the establishment and the door is locked.
And yet, please respect the establishment in the sense that people want to go home. When it comes to us, I mean, when it comes to us for security wise, I mean, after you're out of the door and the whole place is safe, shut down and closed, there's still bar staff inside that have to clean the tables. The bar back's got to do everything with the drinks and restock everything.
Yeah.
They're like, the bar may be closed around 2. You're out of there by 2:30, but they're gone around 4.
Yes.
So just that's all we're. I mean, that's all we're sort of like have respect for the establishment.
And the longer you stay is literally the longer they have to stay or we have to stay at the bar.
Yeah.
Now, granted, I get it. We're all getting paid to do said job.
True.
So we have to stay there.
But that's about it.
But you are there till 2 o'clock. At 2 o'clock, you don't get to decide how much longer you get to stay at any establishment.
No.
If any of you were to ever start running a bar or an establishment that serves alcohol, you'll understand. Once it's 2 o'clock, we have to start wrapping up, okay? Like, we're not going to wrap up at 10 to 2 or quarter to 2 because that's rude to customers.
Yep.
I could totally understand that.
Yeah.
You know, you don't deny a guy at like 155, whatever.
And
He's going to buy a beer, he's going to buy a beer.
Yep.
Let him have his beer.
And on top of that, for people that work in the service industry,
Yeah.
which we all do, and you got there at maybe 150,
Mm.
you come with a sense of respect that like, okay, well, I came here super late, I'm going to enjoy this drink, and then I'm going to go.
Yes.
But it's not a sense that like, listen, I'm here, like, I got till 2:30. Well, if you're,
No,
if,
you
it's,
really don't.
if it's 2:10, and you're the only guy inside the bar, sitting
leave
there
him.
drinking that drink, and you have all of us saying we just want to close up, and you're sitting there sipping that drink, but
Yeah.
being a complete prick about it.
Victorian era tea drinker.
At
know,
least once a month at
Wait,
any bar.
we got it.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Get that.
Mark the pinky.
Yeah.
If you're doing this,
All right,
guy,
and
If
hit.
you're saying good
And
sir,
hit.
I'm allowed to stay
Yeah. The
till
MLCC
2:30 as
regulation
long as I
states-
want, as long as I have this beer here. No, sir. We are allowed to.
That
keep
is
you in our-
incorrect.
and that
You
is
are
it.
wrong.
I'd like to check your privilege.
Yeah.
Check it.
Like I said in our first video, the
I have
feeling
privilege.
that you can mistreat any staff member of any establishment that you frequent because you believe in the ideology
You're
that,
trash.
that
You're trash.
the
You're garbage.
customer is always right.
No, you're not.
Yeah, sorry.
No.
Reality, that's not how it works.
Yep.
That person is the one that fucking sucks. And the establishment is just doing what they were supposed to do.
Yeah.
Like, also, it's like, so it's not just a matter of like with us in our particular location.
Just in general.
The bars are only allowed to serve booze until a specific period.
Mhm.
Relatively around the entirety of North America, which is where a lot of our audience is and will be from, hopefully.
Yeah.
Hit the like and subscribe.
Eh.
It's a bat. But it's our guys got to go and do their thing. You've got to get home. It's not legal for us to serve you booze after 2 o'clock. If you've had a bartender who's going to do so, tip the guy
That bar's
extra.
gonna get shut down.
But
real
that
quick.
bar will get shut down eventually.
Yeah.
But
Fine.
also, you know, we have that grace period that we can allow you to stay. Fine. But a lot of times, you still want to go home, Go to your lady's place, go to your dude's place, go to your after party, whatever the hell you want to do.
Street naked down the road.
Also,
Whatever.
Yeah.
when we tell you to bounce at two, you know, it's tap car, Uber, cabs,
After
getting home.
After parties.
Yeah.
Because good luck getting one of those things when you scuttle out of there at 2:30 in the morning.
Exactly.
Because a lot of people are doing the same thing you're doing. So when we're telling you, hey, time to go, time to bounce. Yes, you have a grace period. We don't really have to let you have it,
No.
depending on your attitude. You decide that one for a few minutes, and then we make the decision for you. But the fact of the matter is like, bars closed. Yes, finish your beverage. If you got a drink at 9:50, like 1:59.
Yeah.
I'm not talking about not sober. You know, 1:59. Yeah, we'll give you some time to finish that beverage.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
But as soon as
'Cause
you
it's
like,
courtesy.
yeah, as soon as you start like
common courtesy.
doing the Victorian stuff, and like, I'm allowed to stay here till you're really not. You're allowed to if we let you.
Case in point, I had one of the other establishments I worked at was at a university, and the student body of that university was at the bar drinking. 2:10, 2:15 around. It was around that time in the morning, and one of the student body personnel, I believe, was a second-year law student, right? And he
I
was
legit
like,
can feel. Where
"Well, actually, sir,
yeah,
we have a right to stay here till 2:30."
no, you don't.
So immediately I'm like, "Well, actually, sir, we have a right to keep you here till 2:30. You don't have that right to stay. So please leave."
Yeah.
And everyone else is like, "Well, actually, man, he's right. You know, like, stop being such a fucking asshole.
They
He's
got-
doing his job."
Like,
It's not
they
being-
backed
it's
you
not-
up.
It's not
Yeah,
about
they backed
being-
me up.
Rare.
It's rare.
Yeah, it's not about
But
being an
I had
asshole.
that same moment where I was rocking the patio downtown
Mm-hmm.
on the 4th story. I was overlooking downtown. We had a table, 10, 12 people. Yeah, refused to leave. We're allowed to stay here till. And it's like, no, you're not.
No. Why are we having this argument?
And-
Shouldn't
and-
you guys be decided where to
It
go?
gets to a point where like we're nice, and then we're gonna have an Ari Gold moment. We're like, get the fuck
Flipping tables and
yeah.
shit. That's going on in our minds.
Like you
But
don't.
we're respectfully asking you to leave for the
You
44th
rent
time.
your drinks.
This is true.
You rent them.
No, you,
alright?
you rent the glasses with the liquid.
Yes, the liquid is yours. The
You rented
glasses
the
are
glass.
ours, and everything
Please.
else that you're in.
If you break the seal, you've rented the drink. All right, because it's coming
Touche.
right out. But the thing is, at the end of the night, look, be intelligent. Plan how you're gonna get home.
Yeah, that's what
Be
it comes.
smart about that. And then when the guys are, hey, guys, it's time to go.
Make a plan.
We don't want to hear any
Yeah,
arguments.
but-
We don't want any magical on the spot. Suddenly found your lottery lawyers. You know, it's just, hey, go home.
Don't squeeze that orange of hope that like but maybe just for a second that you're gonna get to stay until like 2:31.
Yeah.
Now, another thing, if you're polite,
If you're polite,
we'll give you some time.
and
We're people too,
and
you
we
know.
appreciate respect.
That's the thing.
You show respect.
Respect
you
and
get
courtesy, right? Because like respect's a funny thing. Everyone thinks they deserve it, but a lot of people don't realize they need to earn it. So what everyone gets from me is you get courtesy first. I gotta know you to find respect. That's me.
And the people, and you know, from my experience, if a person comes in with respect, even when they come in and they become regulars, the first thing you get is just like, "Hey man, you're a good dude. Word up. You take your time. I got you."
Yeah.
Because I know you're gonna be good. Like, you build a rapport with the people or the place that you frequent at.
Yep. And they'll also police their group.
Yeah, exactly. And like you
Police
become
are like, oh, my
So
friend's
many
an idiot,
regulars
and-
at so many bars I've worked at always have had our backs when altercations happen or someone's being just a jackass, and they realize, hey, you as a bouncer, you can't do it. Let me do it. You know what I mean? So like, I get it, but we like it.
Subtlety.
Subtlety.
I'm not known for subtlety.
I try. I have to try.
It's always about. It's good
I
about
have
being
to
subtle.
try.
The simple fact you had to tell me to be nice and go away tells me I've had zero subtlety.
And the last thing you want to do, truthfully, and I'm gonna add this for my, I'm adding this one for from my experience is that like if you just gotta be that dude, and you know what I'm talking about too, where that guy's just gonna sit there with his drink, and he's gonna be like, "Hey bro, just give me a second. Hold a second." Well, you're coming out with respect, saying, "Hey guys, please, bar's closed. It's time to go. Make your plan, make your game plan. Go for food, go whatever you do, but don't be that guy that's gonna sit there going,
Or
hey
girl.
bro, or girl, thank you. That be like sitting there with that whole like, I'm almost done my drink, I'll be right out. I'm like, listen, Slick. Let me tell you to you like this.
Time to go.
Yeah.
It's time to go home,
It's time to go. It's time to go.
and it's time to go.
Simple.
Like I'm sorry.
Like
that-
nobody wants to play closing time for you.
Oh fuck! I
And
hate
I've
that
worked
song.
at bars that played that
Was
song.
it Sonic Youth?
Who
God, I'm
really
sorry.
thought- I don't care.
You just wanted
who
to punch
sings it.
yourself in the dick.
Yes.
Just like make it stop.
You know, if I had a $1 every time like heard that song, I'd probably buy YouTube.
Yeah. But you'd be
sure.
rich or like white man wealthy.
You tell me.
Ooh, we'd be rich.
Yeah.
Rich.
Hey, it's
Well,
like it's
I will be
like
white man wealthy. Also.
it's just
That
like it's
would
like
be rich.
I'm gonna quote the great Chris Rock. Shaq is rich. The
Yes.
white man who signs his check is wealthy.
You can't argue that fact. You can't.
Chris Rock.
God damn.
Chris Rock.
Chris
Yeah.
Rock, there you go.
But I mean, for that's the point that we got across there when it comes to you know,
Mhm.
the number one thing again when we come to when we say bouncing, we just talk about respect the establishment, respect the staff, and just
And then we respect you.
We'll respect you,
and-
and you know what? Well, you'll get some leeway.
and it's,
Guaranteed.
And number one is always about safety.
Always about safety.
Always
Ours and yours specifically.
So yours before ours because we get paid to protect you.
Yeah.
Remember one thing, we're in the protection game.
we all got
That's all.
scars. We'll be fine.
Hurt.
I was never pretty to begin with. Like, my knuckles are flat. Like, they're flat, and they're all scarred.
But my hands is beautiful.
I'm a wrestler, so I don't know about punching and kicking and all that other shit.
Yeah.
I'm just a really good dancer.
Dancing.
I studied Latin. You did do the robot tonight. That's another story. That's another story.
video. That's another
But with
video.
that being said,
Yep.
I am the hammer.
I'm Scalpel.
This is the pipe.
And peace!
Peace. Peace.
It's now. It's now. Sweet